Hi. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been okay as far as rotten egg burps for, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 months almost. And then, just because I don't overdo it for the most part, um, it, it, I eat the same thing 3 times a day, and I have a tiny snack at like 9 o'clock. Um, like a Luna bar and a granola bar thing, and then a sucker as like my snack, and that is also included in my meals with like rice cakes and peanut butter and honey. And if I'm not lazy, I'll eat like really cooked vegetables. I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. Um, I don't eat as much as I want. I mean, it's just a horrible thing to have. I was diagnosed with functional dyspepsia. Just means basically I have some functioning problem of the upper digestive tract, which in this case is my stomach. Um, and I've read that some doctors reserve the term gastroparesis uh, um, for like severe paralysis of the stomach, or like total paralysis perhaps. But for moderate forms like mine, they tend to use functional dyspepsia, and that's kind of the way I was diagnosed. Um, I did do the 90-minute stomach emptying test with Kaiser, and I asked to do it again because I heard if you have 10% of the food in your stomach after 4 hours, then you could still be diagnosed with gastroparesis. But my doctor said, no, we did enough tests. It's just, you have functional dyspepsia, and I don't think you're going to test positive for GP and blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, when I was using nicotine, it was way worse. I maybe once or twice a week I would throw up my food. But what tends to happen, this is how it happens for me. Bloating, usually like if I wake up, okay, so what happened yesterday is I um I had my 3 meals. I had a late dinner, and then like an hour and a half later or 2 hours later I had my snack. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just skipped the snack and went to bed and had just 3 meals because I had a late dinner. But instead I had just my snack that I mentioned earlier. Went to bed. I remember I had really poor sleep, and so I was sleeping with my kid. And then my stomach, I remember growling, making these weird noises. Not like stomach emptying, the MMCs when your stomach um, makes that sound. It's doing the cleansing waves. No, it wasn't that. The growling, no, it was more like just this weird kind of sick growling. I knew it was different, and I was like, oh, what is that? So, anyways, I woke up. I was getting ready for work. Didn't notice anything. I just felt overly tired. Then I ate my normal breakfast: oatmeal, a Luna bar, and a See's candy sucker. I have it every morning. And I was like, you know what? I didn't get any sleep. I'm gonna wake up an hour and a half later, then go to work late. And when I woke up, I started getting the rotten egg burps. I was like, oh, great. Here we go. Here we go. Freaking hell. And if you've had them, same thing I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about rotten egg burps like, you ate some garlic or something and you got some nasty burps. No, it's not what I'm talking about. It's the rotten egg burp syndrome, which is followed by, some people throw up. But for me, bloating, nausea, rotten egg burps, which is like farting out of your mouth, but maybe even worse than that. It's just a sulfur burps. And then, the bloating, and then all this stomach distress. And then shortly after a few hours, I start getting diarrhea. Not like loose stools, I mean like pretty nasty diarrhea. The squirts, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just feeling like crap. And then I have to skip. I tell people skip a whole day of eating. Seems to help. But I have to skip lunch. It's lunchtime right now. I'm skipping it. I'm gonna see if I can make it. I am gonna make it till dinner. I'm gonna see if I'll be able to eat then. If my stomach starts growling, that tells me it's empty. But my stomach doesn't growl that much. So because of when you have vagus nerve damage, which I think I've had from years of use of nicotine lozenges and gum, 5 years of it, and I have autoimmune history of that damage your digestive tract. My mom had Sjogren's. Her esophagus is messed up. My stomach is messed up. But with the nicotine, with my autoimmune, with hypothyroidism, perfect storm maybe, and or maybe it was just all the nicotine. I don't know. I've always had IBS, but it just got, when I turned 30, everything just was a shit show. Started throwing up stuff and couldn't eat the same. Got the raw egg burp syndrome all the time. It's gotten better, but you know what? It's back again. I'm like, man, I've been doing kind of the same thing, and I made a little mistake and ate a little too much. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so it's terrible. I feel sorry for people that have gastroparesis. Total paralysis. I can't imagine what they go through. Um, you have to have a stomach emptying too. But you know what? I'm affected like no one else at my work, and I work with hundreds of people. No one has to watch what they eat. I mean, a few people can't have dairy, can't have maybe a rare person that can't have gluten or something like that. But no one. People snack, they pig out, and I'm sitting there eating my little lunch bag. I go out to luncheons and stuff. I can't eat shit. It's terrible, man. Um, I was just thinking about it today. Food is needed to survive, but um, it's needed to survive, right? But it's also it helps you to thrive. And I can't eat as much as I want. I used to weigh like 240. Now I weigh 200. I used to weightlift. So it's not only needed to survive, it's needed to thrive, and it's enjoyable. I mean, who doesn't enjoy pizza, ice cream, all these things I couldn't. 5 years ago I gave up, or more, 7 years ago, I can't remember. You know, what a shit show of a life. And there's worse out there, but it doesn't take away the pain that I have, that other people have. My son showing signs of getting it. And he's 8 years old. He has type 1 diabetes, the main known cause of gastroparesis. Uh, idiosyncratic, or whatever you say it, that's the kind where they don't know what causes it. That's what I have, I guess. Um, kind of know what it is, but when it's not, you can't pinpoint it to one thing. But for him, he's showing signs. He has the raw egg burps already, and he has like weird stools and feels sick a lot. He's had type 1 diabetes for 5 years, I think. So that's enough time for it to do damage. It's under control, but he has high time, or he's real high. His blood, you can't manage it perfectly, as everyone, if someone has type 1. So man, I feel bad about him. The one thing in life that you want to protect your kids, can't do it because of a health problem. It just drives you down even more. Sorry to be so pessimistic. I'm not like this at work because I enjoy work and I like getting out of the house. But when I'm feeling like crap, which is often, I don't know. What do you do? Look at life, glass half full. I don't know. Yeah, So I think I made a mistake too of taking that nap right after eating. So the food. So usually you're upright in the morning, but I tended to be laying down. So I just sat there. Maybe, I don't know. Who fucking knows? So who knows? All right. Well, until next time, and hang in there.